walking the path. So glad to be walking the path with you today. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to be here. I was just taking a moment before we went live and just standing in this deep gratitude for this life, that I'm alive at all today, that I have another opportunity to walk in the love of the Divine Mother and the Divine Father. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that I'm at this place called Rythmia, and that there's people that are interested in their own spiritual growth and development and becoming a beneficial presence on the planet. People interested in the expansion of consciousness and the expansion of awareness. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for all the times that I've gotten through, all those times when I thought it was a rough patch and somehow I made it through. That's grace. So grateful, so grateful, so thankful. And I recognize that there's one thing happening, one source, one power, one life. It's my life, it's your life. It is the life of God, and it's our life now. This simple truth, this is the simple truth that makes everything simple. It's not complicated. Oh, how good it is to see with clarity. How good it is to know the truth and to know that everything is unfolding in absolute divine perfection, no matter what the appearances are. So I know this talk, I know this time together is fruitful for each one, that there's something in each one of us that's activated in this talk, and that we are better for it. There's an expanded awareness. There is a new insight, a revelation, an aha moment, something that shifts that will never be the same again after this. Why do I know that? Because there's one source, one power, one life, one mind, and it's expressing through you and it's expressing through me. So all the intelligence that there is expressing right now. All the love that there is expressing right now. All the beauty, the joy, the harmony, the balance, the order, the excellence, the creativity that there is expressing right now. And so it is. Yeah. All right. I'm feeling good. Hey, who's out there? Michael, great to see you. You being able to stay at Rythmia is something to be very grateful for. Yes, yes, yes. I'm very grateful. Julie, how are you? So great, so great. Listen, so glad you guys are here. Today's topic, it ain't complicated. It ain't complicated. No, it ain't. What's that all about? Y'all want to know what that's about? I'll tell you what it's about. It's about a realization that I had today, because, you know, I was in this moment of feeling overwhelmed, right? I was running. Linda, Young, Thomas, what's up, sister? Christine, hello, aloha. Debbie, thank you. So I was feeling a little overwhelmed, like, oh, so much stuff to do, blah, blah, blah. And I started getting anxiety, right? I noticed myself like starting to get anxiety. And then I saw myself just starting to like ramp up, and I started getting faster and ding, 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 bouncing from thing to thing. And, oh, I got to do this. And I just took a breath for a moment, and it was like, oh, I just have to do these 3 things. So simple. That's all I got to do, right? And the topic came to me. It's not complicated. So I tend to complicate things. I like the Baroque. I like all of the complexity of Baroque music, you know, Bach, and yet there's something so simple about Bach, right? There's a Buddhist saying, before enlightenment, chop wood and carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. It's simple. It's simple. I notice something else. When I do my intentions, I was looking back through my journal. I have my journal here, and I was looking back, and you know, I'm really good about doing my intentions and gratitudes and acknowledgements, right? Like, so after meditation in the morning, I journal, and then I set my intentions for the day. And I typically, because sometimes I don't do them at night when I should, I then write the things that I was grateful for the day before and acknowledge myself. This is something I learned from my sister, Kim Terranova, to write some acknowledgments. Like, I acknowledge myself for doing my journaling. I acknowledge myself for making sure I did my movement and exercise. I acknowledge myself for doing my intermittent fasting, right? Just what can I acknowledge myself for? Because if you ask probably any of us, you, me, or anyone else, if you ask any of us, all the things that were wrong with us, we would have no shortage. The only shortage we would have is time, because there'd be so many things that we could list off about all the things that are wrong with us. But how often do we acknowledge ourselves for the things that we've done well? So a practice of doing 5 acknowledgements, 5 gratitudes, 5 things I'm grateful for. And it could be, I was talking to a client the other day and they were like, I ran out of gratitude. It's like, no, I'm grateful for this finger, this one, and this thumb. Oh my God, the opposing thumb. I'm grateful that I can see. I'm grateful that I'm digesting my food. I mean, so many things. I'm grateful for the air. I'm grateful for the water. Right? So thank you, Erica. Thank you, this little light shine, Julie. Right? So when I complicate things, I get all amped up and I'm about 50 steps away from the truth. When I do my simple practice in the morning, breath work, a little movement, and meditation, right? And then after meditation, journal for just a few moments, 5 acknowledgements, set an intention for the day. Man, my day goes great. Just simple, simple, simple. I noticed the last couple of days, I haven't been journaling in the morning after meditation. I didn't set my intentions and I didn't do my gratitudes. Life got a little more complicated, right? So it's simple stuff. It's not complicated. It's so simple. You know, when we complicate things, we get exhausted. Everything comes to us with ease and grace, but I make it complicated, right? The topic came this morning before I taught a class. I was running around preparing things for the class and I got freaked out, right? Oh, I got so much to do for the class and then after the class and blah, blah, blah. And then I saw, okay, JJ, take a breath. I've just got to do these 3 things and then move on to the next thing. So simple. And then the topic came. It's not complicated. And then after the class, I went to lunch. I had a half hour between the class and then I could eat lunch and then come here. I get to do this. Well, what do you know? One mind, one life, one heart, always expressing. It's my mind, it's your mind, it's the mind of the divine, and it's in all of us. So I'm sitting down at lunch across from people and I just say, you know, it's not complicated. And what do you know? Great examples from my talk came right there. One mind, always expressing. They came just when I needed it. So one of the guests from today, or this today at lunch, that's here right now, was sharing with me that he can. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I'm so grateful for you. One of the guests that's here this week was sharing with me that, you know, he goes, I make things complicated and it's exhausting. It's exhausting because I'm so unsure of myself, right? All the doubt, all the worry, all the confusion that I cause by self-doubt and self-worry and second-guessing myself, right? What he said was he saw last night in ceremony that all of that was based on self-loathing. That he said, I realized that I hated myself and I purged it out. And things are so simple now today, right? So self-doubt, self-worry, those are things that that tend to complicate our lives, right? A complicated life is a life with doubt and fear. A complicated life is a life with judgment and opinion, right? Because the world of judgment and opinion has lots of opposites, right? There's lots of duality, right? But we're talking about a singularity, right? So when I'm in judgment and opinion mode, well, I can have an opinion about that and someone else can have another opinion. I can have a judgment about what I saw and somebody else saw something completely different. Same event, we saw it 2 different ways. So judgment and opinion, fear, doubt, and worry tend to complicate life. But the truth is that life isn't complicated. It might be complex, but it's not complicated. How does that work? From one, many. So a simple metaphysical truth that there's one life, one energy. It's not just a metaphysical truth. It's It's a scientific truth, the first law of thermodynamics. Energy is neither created nor destroyed, but transferred or conveyed into various forms. Not complicated. Many forms, one energy. One energy that's expressing in a variety, infinite number of ways, but it's one energy. So with all the complexity that we see, it always resolves to a singularity. It always resolves to something that's not complicated. So math may be complex, but it's not complicated. It's very simple laws. Gravity, right? Not complicated. And those are physical and natural laws. We can see the same simple, repetitive, natural laws, the law of gravity, the law of buoyancy, right? These are simple. You could have something as complex as a huge cruise ship, but still operates according to the simple laws of buoyancy, right? Weight, displacement in water. Simple. It's not complicated. And in ceremony, right? Let's talk about ceremony. Ceremony is, hey, Petra, great to see you. Ceremony, what does it mean? Well, making meaning, right? I've talked to so many people over the years being here where they see something and they're trying to understand it. And it's they saw this huge vision, and is it true and is it not true? I saw this and I don't think it's true. And right, it's always so simple. It doesn't matter what the complexity of the vision is. It's always, how is it making me feel? How does it make me feel? What feelings are emerging because of my experience? The experience is the experience. That's an external experience. But how it makes me feel, this is the important thing. And so it all comes down to one thing, this complexity of life, all of the varieties of the ways in which we experience life, each one a unique thing. Everybody comes to Rythmia with so many different issues, so many different unique and particular, well, their life is different. Yes, because it's your life and it's your unique movement through life, through the vicissitudes of life that produces your life, right? But it's not complicated. It always comes down to the same thing. I'm not enough. If I was enough, that wouldn't have happened to me. If I was enough, we say at Rythmia, show me who I've become. Show me who I've become is show me, yes, Michael, keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, sexy. Let's make it that way. Keep it simple, sexy, because we all sexy. It comes down to something happened, whether it was I was abused, some sort of trauma, something super traumatic, or something really, really mundane. For me, it was mundane. Same split, same procedure. For me, I was little. I was born into a wonderful family with loving parents that were married for 66 years before my mother passed away. She passed away on her 66th wedding anniversary, right? So I was born, my parents were much older, my brothers and sisters were much older. And so as a little kid, I always wanted to be included. And I was just too young. Can I play Monopoly? No, you're too young. Can I go with you? No, you're too young. Can I do this? No, not now. No, right? And I just thought, well, if I could be more perfect, then they'd accept me. Then I'd be included. Then I could play Monopoly. Then I could go with my brother. Then I could do something with my sister. Then I could hang out with the adults instead of having to go to bed. If I could just be more perfect, more funny, more charming, more whatever it was. So everybody has their story. Mine wasn't traumatic, but it was uniquely mine. Somebody else saw that they were abused. They didn't know it. Their story, it all comes down to the simplicity, the non-complexity of something happened, and whether I was abused or whether I just wasn't included because I was too young, nobody was like abusing me, but both have the same thing. I wasn't enough. If I need to be somebody different. And if I'm not somebody different, I'll get my needs met. I'll get included. I wouldn't be abused, right? Simple. It's not complicated. All the expressions of it, complex, multiple, unique, billions of different iterations of that same unique thing. So this is the truth. In fact, this is what makes Rythmia so amazing, is it's not complicated. We don't complicate things here. It's really simple. Show me who I've become is a matter of what I'm not willing to see, hear, or know about myself, because there was this thing called a split. It happens to everyone. It's by design so that we can expand our consciousness. Once I see that, I merge with my soul. I come back to a state of wholeness. And then the truth is that all those things that I am, all those things, a little bit of a class clown, a funny, trying to make you happy, trying to make you see, or try to connect with you, right? All of those things, those now are my gifts and talents. They're not underwritten by a need to be included. They're coming from a place of wholeness, and now I'm just expressing myself. So it really is by design, and it's not complicated. Spiritual truth. Thank you, Nikki. And Michael. Oh, Michael, acceptance is the cure. Amen, brother. I love that. I love that. Acceptance is the cure. Why is that the truth? Because condemnation and judgment do not liberate. Acceptance liberates. There's another simple universal rule. This is the next part of the talk, spiritual principles. What you resist persists. Simple. You can do that in all sorts of ways. It doesn't matter the complexity, the variety, but whatever it is that you're resisting, you're going to keep it in motion. You're going to keep it alive. Simple truth. The universe, as vast and complex as the universe is, it's very simple. It's reflective. That's it. The nature of the universe is reflective. Oh, you just know the secret of life. The nature of the universe is reflective. What does that mean? It means that it's like a mirror. That when you stand in front of a mirror, it's pretty simple. You don't have to pray to the mirror to get it to send your reflection back. You don't have to cajole it. You don't have to persuade it. You don't have to be good. You don't have to have gotten good grades or have done your chores or been a good Samaritan. You stand in front of the mirror and the reflection comes back. Simple. Same thing with the universe. What you put into the universe is like a mirror. It's a energetic medium that responds to our thinking, that responds to our feeling. And what we put into it, we get back. Period. Nature of the universe. How that expresses infinite variety, infinite ways, but it's not complicated, right? The law is reflexive. Love. We're all trying so hard. A lot of us are trying so hard. About 50% of us are trying so hard to find that relationship, to find love, to keep love, right? To keep our relationship. If we're in a relationship, we're trying hard to keep it alive. We got to have a date night. We got to do this. We got to, go to the adult store and get some sexy toys to spice it up. Whatever it is, we got to do, right? But it's not complicated because all of us simply want to be loved and to give love in return. That's it. That's at the heart of it all. All the things we need to do, all the triangulations we make. It's all that we just want to love and be loved in return. That's it. Music. Look at the variety of pop hits. I mean, Mozart was a pop hit, right? Back in the day. Bach was a pop hit back in the day. There were hits in the 40s that were different than they are now. Hits in the 50s, hits in the 60s, hits in the 70s, all different. But every single one of those pop music hits has one thing in common. That musician, that artist that created that pop hit touched something so profound in a wide group of people. That is the key, right? The music, the expression, the varieties, so different, so complex, all of that stuff. But the underlying truth is singular. Simple. It's not complicated. They touched somebody's soul. And they touched something in somebody's soul that was in a lot of people's souls. And it activated something. Simple, simple, simple. What does all of this mean for you? What does it mean for me? The universe isn't complicated. Life isn't complicated. We make it complicated. It's really simple. What does that mean? Well, It means back to basics. Just like I was talking about in the beginning. When I do the things that help me stay connected, my days go better. When I do my intentions, when I live in gratitude, when I acknowledge myself for some things that I did well, when I keep my body moving, when I do a little breath work, when I eat healthy, stay hydrated, I feel better. I have a better ability to get through all the stuff that goes on during the day. What does it mean for you in terms of spiritual principle, right? Here's the truth. So there's some things that we can do. Meditate, pray, hydrate, eat well, move our bodies. Simple, simple. Write some acknowledgments. You don't have to do it for an hour and a half. You could do it for 5 minutes. You could do 100 breaths in 5 minutes. You can take 5 minutes to journal. You could meditate for 2 minutes. Just connect for 2 minutes. You could do the whole thing in 10 minutes if you needed. I recommend that you have a daily practice that can be expanded or contracted. Some days you get up, you need to get going, but I'm not going to miss that practice. I don't care if it's just 2 minutes. I'm sitting down, just sitting down. Maybe I don't have time to do a full prayer. So while I'm making my coffee, I'm just thinking about all the things I'm grateful for, right? Meister Eckhart said, if the only prayer you knew was thank you, that would be enough. That would be enough, right? So that's the part of some practical things we can do to keep life simple. Now, here's some things that you can do to treat your mind, because the mind, it's a terrible thing to taste. Let me tell you, there was a commercial about, not a commercial, an ad back in the day that the mind is a terrible thing to waste, right? That's why mind is a terrible thing to taste. Here's some spiritual truths, right? Oh, I have this presentation. I don't know what I'm going to do. I have this talk today. I don't know what I'm going to do. I haven't thought of a topic, right? Well, spiritual law, simple spiritual law. It's not complicated. There's one source. There's one intelligence. There's one love. There's one heart. There's one mind. There's one body. It's the body of the divine one, the holy one, the most high, that which is expressing in, through, and as everything. And it's mine and it's yours, because we came from that. We weren't created. We didn't create ourselves. We were created from something. We had to have been created from something, and we contain all the parts of the universe. We contain literally stardust from stars that exploded millions of years ago, light years and light years and light years ago. We have it all within us. We actually have the universe within us, all of it. The part contains all of the qualities of the whole, all of the quantities of the whole. So if there is a unified field in which infinite possibility exists, all those possibilities exist for me. If there's one intelligence that's expressing everywhere, it's the intelligence that's spinning the planet, that's digesting the food that I ate for lunch, that's assimilating it and eliminating it and circulating it, that's growing the trees, that's moving the tides, that's operating in the farthest, whatever you think of as far, same principles are operating in the farthest reaches of the universe. So there's one. So here's something simple that we can treat our minds with. I have everything I need within me. Simple. I have everything I need within me. That's the truth. You're created from a source, and you contain all the qualities of the source. Is anybody old enough to remember those holographic bookmarks? Like you get a bookmark, and you'd like turn it one way. This is my phone, obviously, but you get like a bookmark, and it have a holograph on it, and you turn it one way, and it was like a person with clothes on, and then you turn it the other way, and the person was naked, right? Right, holographic image. Well, if you took that bookmark and you cut it up, the image would be in each one of those parts. The nature of the universe is holographic, right? The part contains all the qualities of the whole. You contain all the intelligence, all the wisdom, all the love, all the beauty, all the abundance, all the power, all of it, all the excellence, all the creativity, all the order, all the peace. You contain it. It's within you. It's within me. One mind. So simple, simple truth. One mind, that's my mind. One body, that's my body. That's it. Therefore, it's all flowing through me now. I open up myself to receive it. Simple, simple, simple. So here's another simple truth. Where my attention goes, my energy flows. Where my attention goes, my energy flows. So here's this truth. If I'm worried about something, I'm going to send my energy there and I'm going to have more to worry about. If I am keeping myself lifted in high consciousness, my energy is going to flow there and I'll have more good coming to me. It's also in the Bible. To he who has, even more shall be given. And to he who has not, even that will be taken away. That's a metaphysical truth that states that a consciousness of abundance brings in more abundance. A consciousness of lack brings in more lack. Simple. We make it complicated. Oh, I need a lover. I need a boyfriend. I need a girlfriend. I'm looking, I'm striving. How do I do it? I need a coach. I need to go do this stuff. I need to go get on apps. I need to not get on apps. I need all this stuff, right? Here's the truth. Where my energy goes, where my attention goes, my energy flows. So if I am interested, if I'm feeling lonely and I want to feel love, I don't concentrate on my loneliness. I concentrate on all the love that's in my life, all the ways in which I'm being supported. I can look at my plate of food and see how much love there is in the universe, all the synchronicities and serendipities that it took to get that plate of food. I can look and see how supported I am by the people that I'm around. Oh my God, right? If I am in confusion about something and I want peace, don't concentrate on the confusion, contemplate the peace. Peace and confusion cannot exist in the same place at the same time. So if I'm concentrating on confusion, I'm going to bring in more confusion. If I'm concentrating on peace, the confusion will go away because peace can't exist at the same time as confusion. Very simple, very simple. These are truths. I'm not saying to bury your head in the sand, right? I'm not saying to spiritually bypass things. All I'm saying is that the truth is simple. Where I'm placing my attention, more of that will come. To he who has, even more shall be given. To he who has not, even that shall be taken away. All right, I'm way over time. I'm so grateful to have this time to share with you what's been bubbling up for me, walking the path. I'm so glad to walk the path with you. And I look forward to seeing you again next Thursday. I think I'm going to see you on Tuesday. And I think I'm going to see you on Monday. It's going to be a lot next week. So fun. I'm really excited. Peace and richest blessings.